Hi, I'm Poppy.
Hi, I'm Maya.
What is it like when you get your splints fitted?
When you get your splints fitted, you go to the orthotics department and you wait, and then you go into a room and they close the curtains and they put a blue slide on your foot and put a long sock that covers your toes and goes right up to your kneecap, and then they put then after that they put layers of bandages over, and then after like 5 or 10 minutes it like solidifies to be a cast, and then you wait for them to solidify. They come back into the room and they cut along the blue line so it doesn't go into your skin, and then you get to choose the patterns. There's 10 for normally it's 10 for boys and 10 for girls, or just some block colours, and you can pick a different pattern for both, a different pattern for each foot.
Is there anything to be scared of?
When you first go in, it might look a bit intimidating because there's like some giant scissors sitting on the bed and like a big bucket of bandages, but it's not really scary after you've done it a few times.
What advice do you have for someone?
Don't panic, because when you panic, your feet start shaking, and then it's most likely that you're going to get cut when they cut with the scissors.
I think one of the only other things you mentioned was how long it takes, because I think once you have them done, it's quite exciting. How long does it take before you get them?
It takes about, well, it does depend on what type of splints you're getting. So you can get feet splints, you get chest splints, you can get head splint. But for my splints, it normally takes 3 to 5 weeks, but it normally takes about 4 weeks when I've had them done.
And how often do you get your splints changed?
Well, whenever they start feeling uncomfortable, like you start getting a bit sore, you can go back to the orthotics department, make an appointment, go back to the orthotics department, and if it's just they don't fit anymore, they can book you in for an appointment that day or when they have space. And if it's just like the splints are a bit thing, you can get cushions in them like I do. They're just like pieces of foam that go inside your splints, so it makes them more comfortable.
Okay, and I've taken a picture of that, so I'll show that. Can I ask, when you get your splints, does it feel better? What do you use your splints for? What do they help with?
So you can get different types of splints. You can get sleeping splints, feet splints, just like normal splints that I've got. Then you could get a sleeping one. So it's got cushion all around, and it's got like cushion on the sole, and it doesn't have like the tiptoe motion like it normally does. It just has flat feet. Or you can get feet splints that have a joint at the ankle, so you can move it around better. But if you have like ingrown feet, like feet that go inwards, you have to get those ones so you can straighten it out.
Thank you so much for telling us about your splints today.